I'm gonna be done with this for now. Okay, y'all. I was up early messing with stuff, and now I don't know how to fix that. But anyway, I'm here. I am here. Got my seat all messed up. Lord have mercy. See, I get up early and start pushing buttons and stuff and don't know how to fix it. Oh my goodness. Good morning, everybody. I missed you guys yesterday, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. I had a hard day the day before that Wednesday. Oh, let me say, I'm fell in love with Carly, and I'm here with your 5 second rule. My 5 second rule, too. Wednesday, let's go here. Let's go here. I had a hard day. I had a wonderful day, and then I ended up. Let me just say this to you. So I'm about to get real naked with y'all. I was going through my charges on my cell phone, right? I noticed Apple likes to overcharge you for stuff. So y'all pay attention to y'all's bill. Apple likes to overcharge you for stuff. Like you'll see extra charges come out of nowhere. Like, what's going on, Apple? Like, stop it. So we called what I thought was Apple number, right? My daughter, I said, listen, get that number for me so I can call customer service and ask them about these charges. And she did. What happened next was I'm talking to these people, trying to be all independent because I usually let them have the conversation with them, but I'm talking, but she dialed the number for me, only to find out that it wasn't real Apple, it was scammers. And so they scammed me, y'all. They took my money. Instead of refunding my money, they took it, right? So I was so upset. I was so pissed because I'm not out here like some people doing these cash app things. They like send me some money and do this, and that's how they're getting scammed. Well, I was trying to get money back that belonged to me. This wasn't the first time the Apple made these charges on my account. So I try to block everything, lock everything, all that good shit. Well, the scammers got me. And I was pissed. So by the time I realized they had scammed me, I was like, oh my God. So I started calling all these different people, like letting them know, like, wait a minute. And so the good thing about it is when I got a hold of a real Apple, Apple said they would be able to correct some things for me, possibly get my money back. And the bank said they were going to help me get my money back. So it was I was really hurt by that. Like I've heard people talk about these stories about being scammed. And no, they were not Nigerian. So you guys have to stop putting all these scammers on the Nigerian culture. Like, so they were not Nigerian. Um, but it was so crazy because I hate to say it. You know, when we call these numbers to talk to people, 9 times out of 10, we get somebody in a foreign country. We get somebody that's not here, right? They don't quite speak English, and you think you're talking to the right people because now when you call customer service, you get somebody in another country that, or at least they sound like they're in another country. And so it was, I don't know. Listen, I'm trying to figure out how they can make things better for us to not have to deal with these freaking scammers, right? Because it was a whole Apple logo. They had it set up. It was like, it looked like it was really the right number. And so that's what happened. And I ended up, I was upset. I was upset. I just cried. I cried so hard. I just felt so violated in that moment. And I was like, I cannot believe this just happened. Oh, I'm trying not to cry. Talking to y'all now about it because I've been working so hard for so many things. And I would do a lot of things behind the scenes that I'm not talking about. I'm in execution mode or stealth mode where you move in silence. So I'm really building on something behind the scenes, and I'm just getting to a place where I cannot wait to share with you guys what this is that I'm working on. And in that moment, I just felt so vulnerable, and I felt so violated. And all I could do was cry. Next thing you know, my daughter, she bust out crying. She felt so bad. She started crying. And I'm like, it's okay. We're going to be okay. Don't worry about it. And so before I knew it, by the time I got done talking to Apple and my bank and everything, I go into their room and my daughter's on the phone. They're like, well, Apple said they're going to refund your money. The other one. And then I called so and so and they said they're going to get this. And then so they had made all these calls after they walked away to try to help restore us back to where we were. And it was a beautiful thing. But I feel like yesterday when I went to wake up for the show, I was so like, I don't know. I woke up and I was just laying there and I don't know. I just felt, I don't know what it was where I just couldn't get all the way up for you guys or for me. And I was just laying there. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to get up and do this show. I'm getting up to do this show. I'm okay. Next thing you know, I was waking up. It was 6 o'clock. I don't know. I just, somewhere in there, I was gone. I think I was just so over, just drained from that. Like, on top of the things that I'm doing. And I don't know how many of you guys have been feeling like I wasn't feeling overwhelmed or anything. I don't know what should I say that have been taken advantage of like that in that kind of way or any kind of capacity. You don't deserve it. And you're going to get past it. And you guys just be knowledgeable, be wise when you're pulling up these numbers to reach these organizations, these companies. I don't know what to say on how to make sure that you're not being scammed, but I don't know what kind of advice to give you. Follow your gut. You know, I asked the question. I was like, is this right? Or they were asking me questions. I asked my daughter, is this right? Because I never talked to them before. You usually do all the connections for me. Like, is this right? And as I was talking to her, I have two little ones, and they were kind of bickering and they were getting louder, their game and all this stuff. And I just kept being drawn back to them. And I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. That's not, my brain was bouncing back and forth. But when I had that first question of, is this right? I should have hung up the phone and tried again. So if you are on a call, I don't care if it's a business call or a personal call, and you start getting that intuition, like, is this right? Get off the phone. Take a minute to reevaluate the conversation that you're having or the person that you're having it with, because that's your internal instinct letting you know something is wrong. Now, I'm just prayerful that they actually do refund my coins. And I just, I, I'm still in disbelief because we are such a cautious family. We really are. And what I told my daughter was this. I said, listen, I'm grateful that this happened at this phase of our life. So, excuse me. Um, I had to tell my daughter that I'm happy that this happened at this phase of our lives, so that we understand how to be more cautious and be more watchful of things that are happening around us and the things that we're doing. And as we're growing, I'm glad to be in a space where it was a lot to us, right? But in comparison to where our creator is taking us to, like, imagine if this happened later on, like in our lives, like that would be so messed up. Like, I hear celebrities, they got scammed, they had this happen, that happened, they got this much money. Like, how does celebrity get scammed? Well, damn it. I kind of stay now, like, y'all vicious. You scammers are vicious. You are vicious. I guess you feel like it's making a lifestyle for yourselves. Like, right? And so after I stood there and cried, and she was like, well, mommy, if this happened to us, you know, I'm sorry, y'all. She said, mommy, if this happened to us, then you got to know there's got to be a huge blessing coming our way. Like, God had to empty us out of the old to receive the new. Mommy, something big is about to happen. So I know it hurts, but it's something great coming our way. And I stopped and thought about what she just said to me. And I was like, that sounds about right. I was like, that sounds about right. And I was so grateful to hear her say to me just that. And I was like, wow, I have taught her well. Like, that she was able to go back and regurgitate that to me. Like, mommy, if this has happened, then God is about to really bless us. And then you have to just understand. And I was like, oh. I was still crying, but I was like, okay. She was still crying too. She's like, just don't cry, mommy. Just, I know, I know. I was like, baby, you're right. You are so right. And I stopped crying, and I went and did what I had to do. But I think I was so depleted, like I felt so drained behind all of that, that I couldn't get up yesterday in time for my show. And so I promised myself that no matter what I'm feeling or going through, that I would be open and vulnerable with you guys and talk to you guys about it. And so that's a moment of my vulnerability. And I have to be transparent with you guys about it, because it's important that people don't get on these lives, broadcasts, TV, so have it and act like everything is perfect, because that's not true. And then they turn around and other people looking at their lifestyles and wondering, why is everybody so perfect all the time? And they don't understand why they have something going on, nor do they understand how to get past what's going on. So I'm not going to put myself in a space where I don't say what's going on, whether it's good or bad. I'm going to say it, y'all. And so I there it is. Well, there it is. And I just, like, I'm still in disbelief. I'm grateful for this process, and I'm great. I just can't wait to see what's next. So, and my Erica Badu voice, ready or not, you can't hide. I got it wrong. I'm gonna find you. So I'm excited, and so I just yeah, yeah, yeah. God is good. So yeah. And so I am here. It's Friday. It is Friday, you guys. It's the end of your work week, the beginning of your weekends. Time for y'all to get out and do something funky. What you gonna do this weekend? And I don't know what I'm doing this weekend, y'all. Like I don't know. I need to get my life right. You know, I have people asking me every week, what you do in the weekend? What you do in the weekend? I'm like, I don't know. Shit. I mean, it's always something that pops up. You talking about getting my attention and taking me somewhere. You need to say, listen, I'm gonna do better this upcoming weekend and see what it is that I would like to do. I do have some family things to do with my daughter who wants the same daughter who wants me to go and chaperone her first date. So that is something. And so I'm gonna do that. And it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Whatever's in store for me, it's gonna be nice. It's crazy right now, but I'm still gonna shine. I can't stop shouting, 'cause it's gonna be nice. I don't even know if those are the words, but it works for me. Happy Friday, you guys. I am fell in love with Carly. Some of you call me just Carly, but you can call me whatever you like as long as it's embedded in love. I will see you back here live again Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock in the morning, a.m. Eastern Standard Time for my 5-second rule. Also, tomorrow, Saturday, at that's September the 30th at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to have, oh, sheesh, forgot his full name. I'm not going to butcher it. This gentleman is running for our presidency of the United States, candidate for presidency. I will have him live on here at 12 o'clock noon. So you don't want to miss this. He is running for presidency. He resides currently in LA. LA. I'm going to say Cali. Cali. It may not be LA. So you will see that flyer pop up today. I would love for you guys to come on, ask some questions, get acquainted with this gentleman who's running for presidency of our United States of the America. Listen, I'm excited, you guys. I wasn't looking for him. He came and found me. So I am fell in love with Carly. Love you. And go love yourselves, y'all.